Hi guys, let's do it again. Collective time. If you like me, subscribe, like my video. And if you want a personal, check the description, okay? All right, let's see what's going on. Lordy. Okay, there's some type of shit. There's some type of cycle coming to an end, right? But unfortunately, I think you're gonna go from happy to regretful. I don't know. What's this sign? Codependency, possibly. I think you've come to understand some pattern in your life, okay? It could be a pattern of being codependent on how others have perceived you, possibly. And it's like you're on the path of letting that go, but you're still kind of like unsure of yourself. Okay? I'm telling you, these readings today, oh my God. You could have been dealing with people or beings that try to manipulate the way you feel. Could be very subtle. This could also be another thing that you have been experiencing for a while. And it's like, even though this is a subtle type of form of manipulation you have been dealing with, it has a bigger effect on you than you think, because here you are leaving that behind, yet Two of Pentacles, right? Two of Pentacles reversed, sorry. Which means you're not quite sure. You're detoxing these things, okay, basically. It's taking a lot out of you to do that. You have been emotionally manipulated. Your voice has been manipulated pretty much, you know. Family, friends, relationships. And in a way, you started to adjust your behavior based off of the things that these people were telling you. And you came to a point where you realized that although some of the things they were saying could have been correct, some of the things were also incorrect. And so now you're between this place of like trying to figure out what advice to take from these people when it comes to you. It's almost like you're filtering out the manipulative criticism over the constructive criticism, right? Like, let's say some of you have been told you've had a shit attitude your whole life, or you've been told that you're difficult, or you've been told, like, I don't know, something like that. Okay, maybe you did have a shit attitude, right? But a part of these people just wanted you to shut the fuck up. You challenged the family narrative, right? You challenged the family narrative. You challenged friend group narratives, okay? You were not... Basically, you didn't conform, right? And because you've spent your whole life challenging the system, perhaps, let's say that. Because you spent your whole life challenging the system, whether it's your family, friend group, you know, speaking out against abuse, speaking out against, you know, just things that weren't good happening. That's where this manipulative criticism came in, right? And they tried to do it in a way where they're trying to tell you, they're trying to make you feel like you're a difficult person to handle, when really you're only a difficult person to handle because you are for truth. You are for revealing secrets. If that's what it takes, that's what it takes. You're the light bringer, basically, to the fucking darkness. I think the cycle that's ending is the cycle within you that was codependent on these people's perceptions and opinions of you. And it's kind of troubling because it's almost like leaving a part of you behind, because this was a part of you for so long. So it's almost like you're ripping out half of you and throwing it into the garbage, right? But it needs to be thrown into the garbage because these people were gaslighting you. Do you understand? I thought these were going to be fun readings. These aren't fun. It's like you're reconstructing yourself after finding a new understanding of who you are. You're taking that narrative or that label of being the difficult one, or being the, you know, the one who did too much. You're taking that narrative and making it exactly what it's supposed to be. And what it's supposed to be is, again, you're the one that speaks against the fucking bullshit in the family, in the friend group. They wanted you to shut the fuck up again. Why do they want you to shut the fuck up? Because you're revealing secrets. You're revealing molesters. You're revealing thieves in your family. You're revealing possible murderers. Maybe someone tried to take a parent out. I see right here, got a little dark. Someone might have tried to take a parent out early. The fuck? That's awful. But someone might have tried to take a parent out early, and you were like calling it out in subtle ways, yet the way you call shit out is so subtle sometimes. Like, it rattles people. It's like they don't know if you know, but they know that you know, but they don't want to believe that you know, but they know that you know. Do you get it? So basically, what I'm seeing is someone that is really morphing into an understanding of who they really are. Okay? You're understanding who you're meant to be, who you're supposed to be. And getting rid of those negative narratives about yourself. Okay? Oh, Lord. Give me more. See? You've been dealing with people that Exactly. You have been being manipulated about who you are from childhood by either being, this is just like the narrative of the fucking day, right? By either being shunned or chastised, right? Or just belittled, right? Because you come from a shit family. So they kind of tricked you into believing that you were too much. So you started operating like you were too much. So I feel like there was a moment in your life where you went into this false solitude and kind of shut your voice up for the sake of peace within your family. And that ultimately kept you behind, because I feel like your calling for life is to speak out. Not just against your family, but just against, you know, shit in general. And you see this Three of Pentacles and this Queen of Swords reversed? That's like, that was your family, you know, friends, whoever around you, actively, you know, misinforming you about who you are, just so you would stop basically blowing the whistle, telling the truth. And you're like the high priestess, right? And I feel like you're tapping into who you are now. And because you're tapping into who you are now, you are about to challenge some people. You are about to challenge a lot of people. I feel like some of you are going to go like viral for certain things, right? But there's still a part of you that is, and see, that's why we go back to that Two of Pentacles and that Eight of motherfucking Cups. I'm not getting that. But I was about to say, this goes back to that imbalance, because you're still kind of bound to those old thoughts and opinions that people gave to you. Because, like I said, at some point, you went into false solitude and stopped fucking speaking, right? And now you're like, fuck that, I'm going to show every side of me, whether it's on social media, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's just in the face of your family, like to their face. And now you're being pushed into your destiny. Okay? You need to be aware, because those same people, if they're living, those same people that tried to shut you up, they're going to try to shut you up again. Right? And that's the Ten of Pentacles. The Magician reverse is behind that. They're trying to throw, in a way, black magic, if you believe in that. Whether literal magic or just a mental magic, verbal magic, because that is a thing. They are trying to throw things your way to get you back in that shell, to get you that back in your bubble. I just heard, like, if you are seeing your family pop up places, like pop up in your friend suggestions, pop up like trying to say hello. It might not even just be family. It could be family of exes popping up in your shit. They're trying to manipulate your destiny by putting you back in some form of prison. Okay? They don't want you in that Ten of Pentacles energy. Why? Because shit is going to be revealed. That's going to be you revealing them. Some of you, like I said, it's your family, it's friend groups, it's just, it could be chaos in your community, right? And that's why from a small child, I feel like you were met with these challenges, you were met with these type of people to keep you silent, because, you know, the enemy, quote, quote, whoever the fuck that may be, or the masses, you never know, want you to remain silent. Some of you are supposed to be speaking out against like bigger things, such as politics, religious abuse, misogyny, the other word for hate men. I don't know what that one is, but you know what I mean. You're supposed to speak out against bigger stuff, right? And you got the King of Cups and the Ten of Cups right here. That's you finding balance, right? But kind of keeping your cards hidden, okay? Some of you are going to have to be a lot more harsh with your time, with your words, with your energy that you're putting out there, okay? You got to move. It's like you got to move strategically almost, because your family's watching. Your enemies are watching you, believe it or not. They are. Hi, how are you? Say hi to them. They're watching you. And if you have a questionable past, they're going to try to bring that up. Like, let's say you get to a point where you're super high up, you're super important, people are glorifying you. They're going to try to throw your past at your face. Your family, if you're speaking out against your family, they're going to try to call you crazy. They're going to try to even possibly get you put into an insane asylum. This is gross, but that's what I'm getting, seriously. Happy Sunday. Let's pull some more. My goodness. This is just Shadow Sunday. Not really your shadow though. Well, it is. Give me more. See, Seven of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. You have been working and almost in a way recycling and throwing out that negativity that people threw at you. Family. I keep hearing family. Could be sisters, brothers. I'm also hearing another thing. You could come from a religious family and you don't really go that road. They are against you, darling. And even if you're not from a religious family and you're just from a family of cockwads, right? They know you are going to speak. They know, they can kind of feel this exposure coming out soon. I don't know why some of you, I feel some of your family, it's like a sister. They're going to come in and push your buttons a little too hard. And that's when you're going to speak out on everything you've been through. And you're going to expose the evil within your bloodline. But it's going to change things for the future bloodline. It's this, you understand? You're working towards that. You're getting rid of those narratives, right? Perfect. Congratulations. I'm happy for you. These readings are long today. That's because they're fucking deep. Well, not really deep, but just very revealing things, okay? Once you completely bring an end to those false narratives and really get them out of your head that people put into you, like I've been saying, you're going to have rewards. You're going to have more opportunities. You might have a platform that someone's going to offer you to speak on, possibly. And some of you might just be rewards from the spirit world for exposing the evil within your family if it's just a family thing, okay? Happy Sunday again. My God. I mean, I guess I'll pull some more. See, Page of Swords, Nine of Cups. Explains itself. Once you open your mouth, wish fulfillment, you are going to have to leave people behind. This might be the last time you and your family interact when they try to come towards you with some bullshit and you say, fuck you, here I go. I'm going to expose everything. Right? Going to get a lot of offers. Going to get a lot of money after this. For those of you where it's a bigger like destiny, the offers are going to start small. Could be smaller podcasts, going to bigger podcasts, going to like the news. I don't know. It's up to you. Literally, it's up to you. If you're going to keep recycling these negative things, or you're going to harbor onto them for simple comfort, okay? But you are the Queen of Cups. You carry yourself in a really, you're loving, you're compassionate, you're caring, right? But there's also an undertone of knowing. And your knowing is going to leave people 5 of Pentacles energy, being left out, while you wrote on 6 of Swords to peace because of truth, King of Swords at the bottom. You are the truth speaker, dear. Are we done? I think we're done. That's what you are. So, that's it. Thanks for watching.